What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ review, here to give my review of Terminator Dark Fate. And yes, I'm in the car. My daughter is in her ballet class, so I thought I'd take this time to knock out some reviews, because I did get behind on reviews a little bit. Some stuff been going on in my life personally, and I just didn't get an upload. So I'm getting caught up now, and right now we're talking about Terminator Dark Fate. My wife and I went to see it on Friday night, so I've had the better part of a week to digest it. There's really two ways that I look at Terminator Dark Fate. There's as an action movie and as a Terminator movie. As an action movie, this is a fantastic movie. It fires on all cylinders. The action sequences are well done, well framed, well choreographed, lots of fun. The CGI, spotty at times, but mostly pretty good. As an action movie, this thing works great. The comedy is on point. And, you know, most action movies today, they have to have that comedy element, but I gotta tell you, the comedy's on point. And just as an action movie alone, it worked really well for me. I had a lot of fun with it. And as a movie as a whole, really as a movie as a whole, I walked out of Terminator Dark Fate and I liked it. I did. I liked it. And I remember looking at my wife and saying, that was good. Like, I was asking her a question, right? Because you also have the Terminator way to review this movie. You got to review it as a Terminator movie as well. No Terminator movie will ever equal T2 in terms of quality. It's just not possible. T2 is movie perfection, not just Terminator movie perfection. It's movie perfection. I wish they would have ended it at T2, actually. T2 is the perfect way to end the franchise. But I digress. They didn't end it because there's cash to be milked. So they continued. Now, we know that Dark Fate pretends that Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis never happened. So we pick up shortly after Terminator 2. In this movie, we pick up shortly after Terminator 2, and we get a flashback scene with Sarah and John. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers. You probably already know what the spoiler is. But I do not appreciate the fact, Terminator 2 is one of my top 5 movies of all time, guys. I do not appreciate the fact that Tim Miller and James Cameron squatted down and took a giant dump on Terminator 2. That's what happened here. They took a crap on Terminator 2. Everything that Sarah and John and Arnie, the T-800 from T2, everything that they fought for, everything that Miles Dyson died for, Danny Dyson losing his dad, I mean, everything that these sacrifices were made for was for naught. I don't need to say what happened. You know what happened. But it was all for naught. They crapped on Terminator 2, and that is an unforgivable sin for me. There are ways that they could have told this exact same story with Danny being who she is, and Grace coming back in time to protect her, and Sarah being the wounded person that she is, and Carl playing his role. There are ways that they could have told this story without doing what they did to Terminator 2. Lots of ways. So I don't know why they felt the need to Alien 3 legacy characters. I might be giving away too much now, but they Alien 3 legacy characters. And this is what I don't understand. James Cameron in Aliens put all this work into establishing Newt as a character that we love, establishing Hicks as a character that we love, only to turn around and see who directed Alien 3, David Fincher, to see Fincher then squat down and take a giant heaping crap on those characters. And then he turns around and he does the exact same thing to his own characters. Just, gotta get it out. Yeah, that was a good one. Right on Terminator 2. Don't appreciate it. Don't appreciate it at all. And that is something that's going to stick with me. And when I think about Dark Fate 10 years from now, I'm not going to think about the great action sequences. I'm not going to think about the performances. I'm going to think about the fact that it crapped on T2. That is a tough hurdle to overcome for this movie. Tough hurdle. But what's weird is I liked it. I did like the movie. As a movie, as an action movie, as diversion entertainment in my life, I liked it. Linda Hamilton comes back and gives a great performance as Sarah Connor. And this is her movie. She puts this whole movie on her shoulders. If she didn't work, this movie would not work. And she works. She does a great job. You buy everything that she is selling. The action sequences. You are buying everything that Linda Hamilton is selling. She embodies Sarah Connor. And I will say this for Terminator Dark Fate. Terminator Salvation, Terminator Rise of the Machines, even Terminator Genesis. They forgot that the Terminator franchise is not about John Connor. It's not about Arnold Schwarzenegger's T-800. The Terminator franchise is about Sarah Connor. And this movie got that right. This is the next step in Sarah Connor's life. So I really appreciated that about this movie because they got Sarah Connor right. And that was so important to do, was to get Sarah right. But they took a crap on T2. The Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator, really well done. Now, he doesn't appear until about halfway through the movie. This movie is about 2 hours long, and he appears at about, the hour mark. About the hour mark, Arnie shows up. Now, when he shows up, he's not there in an extended cameo. Like, it's not like, hello, I'm going to show up and I'm going to do something and then that's going to be it. Now, once he shows up, he is a firm, solid, continuous, pivotal member of this team. He is a main player at this point. When Arnie shows up, he is a main player in this movie. Right up there in terms of screen time and dialogue with Mackenzie Davis's Grace, Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, and Danny Reyes. I forget who played her, the name of the chick that plays her, but he has played T-800 long enough that this is his role. He embodies this role. It fits him like a glove. You know, years from now, hopefully decades from now, when Arnold Schwarzenegger is gone, he will be remembered mostly for the T-800. That's his signature role, and it fits him well, and he does a great job. It's effortless for him. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. He does such a great job. It just really seems effortless. And even the comedy, there's a lot of comedy in this movie at Carl's expense. He's called Carl, by the way. There's a lot of comedy in this movie at Carl's expense, but it's endearing. It's endearing comedy, and you're like, oh, so many interesting ideas here. They just don't go anywhere with it. Arnie's action sequences are really well done. And as a whole, Arnie is a huge addition to this movie. So Arnie's great, Linda's great, and then you've got Mackenzie Davis. Who, I've heard a lot of people raving about Mackenzie Davis's performance in this movie. It's fine. It's serviceable. I didn't think it was anything special. It's a fine, serviceable role in the Kyle Reese role. She did fine. I got a little bit of the Sam Worthington character from Terminator Salvation. I got some of that going on here. We know that she's enhanced, and they really put some of those what's the word I'm looking for? They definitely put some of those ideas from Sam Worthington's character in Terminator Salvation into Mackenzie Grace's character. I didn't care for the idea that she is basically a junkie from the future. Thought that was kind of dumb. I thought that was really dumb. But overall, I really liked her character. I thought it was serviceable. By no means the highlight of the movie. Highlight of the movie is Arnie, Linda Hamilton. And the action sequences. Guys, the action sequences are the highlight of the movie. That's it. That's what makes this movie so much fun and so easy to sit through, despite the fact that it made me so angry. So what kind of grade am I going to give Terminator Dark Fate? You've got the action movie grade, you got the Terminator grade. How is all that gonna mix together? I gotta tell you that this movie's a C+ to a B-. If they didn't crap all over T2, this would probably been a B+ to an A-. It really would have. That's how professionally done this movie is, how well it looks and how much fun it is. But like, I took away a whole letter grade because of the huge steaming pile that they just left on T2. So, yep, I'd say C+, B-. B- if I'm being really generous. And you know, maybe that'll go up, maybe that'll go down in future viewings, but right now that's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of teetering for me. So, what did you think of Terminator Dark Fate? I would love to hear your comments because I'm really kind of torn on this movie, on what to think about this movie. So I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. And thank you for being here at the OQ Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Every single day